This video will walk you through how to use the Book of Centuries by Our Muslim Homeschool, which is widely available to buy online from Amazon. A quick look through these pages and you will see that a Book of Centuries is essentially a timeline in a notebook. But instead of having a large timeline running across the wall of your home or classroom, this is a much more practical option, where the timeline is within the notebook itself. Within the pages of this book, your child will make brief notes about the people, places, events from the past as he learns about them. He will write those on the relevant pages of the book, finding the correct date, and he might note down just a few words, or maybe draw a small sketch, or your child could glue in images that you find online and print out. And we have provided a few such images at the back of the book, which I will show you in a minute. For the majority of the book, each double spread signifies 1 century in the Gregorian calendar. Along the top of each page, you'll see that we have the dates in both the Gregorian calendar and the Hijri calendar. And along the bottom, we have marked out every 10 years to help your child to correctly align their entries. At the beginning of the book, we've given you some instructions on how to use this notebook with your children. And then there's a list of significant dates in Islamic history to help you work out where to make the entries within the pages of this book. We've given you extra pages for the lifetime of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so that there's plenty of space for your children to write down all the important events in his blessed life. We've also given you extra pages at the back of the book so that there is more space there for your children to make a note of more recent history, things that have happened in the past century, as well as events in their own family history as well. As your child flicks through their book, trying to find the correct place to make their entry, they'll start to understand where that person or that event fits into the grander scheme of things. They'll start to develop a greater sense of time, of place, understanding how different events were happening at different parts of the world, and how all those pieces of the puzzle fit together and how it relates to them. At the back of the book, we've put a place for your child to draw their family tree, giving them an opportunity to learn more about their family's heritage. There are also outline maps at the back that your children can annotate or use to refer to however you see fit. We've also given you some timeline images that your children can cut out and stick on the relevant pages of this book. And we've provided a book list of suggested further reading to help you and your family learn more about Islamic history. The beauty of this book is that it is incredibly easy to use and easy to implement in your home with your children or in the classroom. Anything that they're learning about that has a date associated with it can be entered into this book. It's also not just for history. Your child can add in entries from what they learn in science, famous mathematicians, natural disasters. And so this book can be used for many different subjects, not just history. Now, this notebook is not meant for writing long essays and reports in. There just won't be enough space in it if you try to use it for that. Rather, just have your child write a few words, draw a small sketch, or stick in something that is relevant to that person or place or event in history. The Book of Centuries is not to be completed in one sitting. This is a long-term project that your child will slowly add to over many, many years of reading and learning. And as they do, it is something that they will treasure for the rest of their lives, something that they will look back on fondly, that you all will. By combining the Gregorian calendar with the Hijri Islamic calendar, your child will be able to understand how their heritage and the history of Islam fits into world history. They will be able to see how they, as a Muslim child, fit into the story of mankind. They can recognize then that their history is important too, that their story is important. With this simple notebook, you can put Islamic history back into your child's education. Our Book of Centuries is available to buy all over the world, and I will leave links and information of where you can purchase it with this video. Thank you so much for watching.